Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Blog Podcast Special Edition Series where I preview and predict every college basketball conference tournament. Now up is the MEAC tournament, which begins tonight. The tournament will take place at the Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. The winner of this tournament gets the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. If I get a pick wrong, then I'll predict the outcome of the actual matchup on my daily podcast of the night the game is played. If I get my picks correct, then my picks will carry over to my daily podcast. Before I get to my predictions, I'm going to discuss a few most likely to be the case items of note. The best player in this tournament, R.J. Cole of Bethune-Cookman. Team most likely to spoil chalk, Bethune-Cookman. Now, on to my 2019 MEAC tournament predictions. First round begins tonight, 6 o'clock, ESPN 3, number 11 seed Delaware State against 6 seeded Savannah State. Delaware State 5-24 on the year, 2-14 in conference play. Savannah State 11-19 on the year, 8-8 in conference play. The pick, Savannah State. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, ESPN 3, 9-seeded South Carolina State versus 8-seeded Maryland Eastern Shore. SC State 7-25 on the year, 5-11 in conference play. Maryland Eastern Shore 7-24 on the year, 5-11 in conference play. The pick, Maryland Eastern Shore. Tomorrow night, 8:30, ESPN 3, 10-seeded Morgan State versus 7-seeded Coppin State. Morgan State 9-20 in the year, 4-12 in conference play. Coppin State 7-24 in the year, 7-9 in conference play. The pick, Coppin State. Quarterfinal, 8-seeded Maryland Eastern Shore versus 1-seeded Norfolk State. 6 o'clock, ESPN 3, Wednesday night. Norfolk State 9-12 on the year, 14-2 in conference play. The pick, Norfolk State. 7-seeded Coppin State versus 2-seeded North Carolina A&T. 8 o'clock, ESPN 3, Wednesday night. North Carolina A&T 18-12 on the year, 13-3 in conference play. The pick, NCAT. Thursday night, 6 o'clock, ESPN 3, 6-seeded Savannah State versus 3-seeded NC Central. NC Central 15-15 on the year, 10-6 in conference play. The pick, NC Central. 8 o'clock, ESPN 3, Thursday night, 5-seeded Bethune-Cookman versus 4-seeded Howard. Cookman 14-16 on the year, 9-7 in conference play. Howard 16-15 on the year, 10-6 in conference play. The pick, Bethune-Cookman. Semifinal, Friday night, 6 o'clock, ESPN 3, 5-seeded Bethune-Cookman versus 1-seed Norfolk State. This pick, Norfolk State. Friday night, 8 o'clock, ESPN 3, NC Central, who's the 3-seed against 2-seeded NCAT. The pick, NCAT. The championship game, Saturday afternoon. The quick turnaround, 1 o'clock, ESPN 2, 2-seeded NCAT versus 1-seeded Norfolk State. The two best teams faced off in the MEAC title game that's appropriate for the conference, meaning the two best teams in this conference. The best player on the court in this game is Nick Thomas of the Spartans, and he'll lead his team to the big dance. So the pick for the 2019 MEAC tournament, Norfolk State. Next up is the MAC.